We are ready to start with Dreamweaver. A few things to mention about Dreamweaver and the versions before we start. The computer labs in the Communication Arts building on the second floor have both the CS6 version, which is what I have, and the Creative Cloud version. I'm going to cover Dreamweaver on CS6. If you go to the computer labs and work off of those computers, you can use CS6 and follow the lectures with me. You can also use Creative Cloud, but what happens is that first of all you need a subscription, so you have to pay for it, it's not free. And second, at one point you will notice that there are differences between CS6 and Creative Cloud. So for example, when I say click on this button to color this box, for example, you may not find that box or that button. It doesn't mean that it doesn't exist in Creative Cloud. It just means that it's somewhere else on the interface. You just have to look for it. So these are the differences. So CS6 is available free for you in the ComArts labs. Creative Cloud, you need a subscription. You have to pay for it. If you want to own the software on your computers, you can get a discount from the MSU Computer Store, but you have to purchase it, and the only version you can purchase is Creative Cloud. But again, as I said, CS6 is available for free in the labs, which you can equally use. And by the way, it's recommended that you use because I will work on Dreamweaver through the CS6 version. Now, you will find that Dreamweaver is very, very easy. Now you will find that it's easy because you went through HTML and CSS. You learned code. You know how to write your own code. So you're, more intelligent now because you know how to do it yourself. Had we started with Dreamweaver from the beginning, Dreamweaver will have done the code for you. So you wouldn't have had the opportunity to think. That's why I prefer to go through the rough stages first and then have fun with Dreamweaver next. Okay, so if I go ahead and start, let me launch it so that you can see how it all works. I'm going to go to my applications folder, find Dreamweaver, double click on it, and then Dreamweaver should launch. And this window will open. I just want to quickly choose HTML just to show you a few things, and then we'll start with our official file. So I'm going to choose HTML, and I want to explain the interface. So first of all, look at this white space. This is where you can write your code and where you can see your design, or you can do both. So if you look at this top left corner, you see it says code, and this is actually the code. Dreamweaver writes the code for you. Obviously, there's nothing yet on the page. If I click on design, it's a white page, right? So there's nothing yet. But obviously there's an HTML page, which we haven't filled yet. That's why there's nothing in the body element. But there is a doc type, the head element opens, it contains the meta and the title, and so forth. If we want to hit split, it shows us both on the left side the code and on the right side the design. Now, we obviously haven't populated the page yet, that's why you see white. But if we have the website here with the designs and colors and all that, you would see the design on the right side and the code on the left side. Okay? Now, on the right side of the interface are the panels. And what I have open, what you will have probably open by default as well, is the insert panel, which we will use. We'll use the form, the text field, and so forth. And at the bottom we have the CSS panel, and at the bottom of the right side, and on the bottom we have the properties panel. So this is, how the interface is organized, and I just want to close this because I'm going to start with a new file that we will work on. Now just make sure you have downloaded from D2L the images that we need. So I did that myself, and this is my penny black folder. I have the content folder, which contains the text that's going to go inside the website, the images, there's a PHP file, there are steps that are available for you in case you prefer to read steps as opposed to watching this video, and then Swift files, which are Flash animated files. So let's go back to Dreamweaver and close this window, and then go to File, New. And what I want to choose is, if you look at the second column, where it says one column fixed, centered, header, and footer, right? So you can go ahead and look at these options. Basically, Dreamweaver is giving you templates of either a fluid or a fixed website. So here it says liquid. When it says liquid, it means it's a fluid website that you can build with percentages. Fixed means we're using the pixel unit, and so forth. And the one I'm going to choose is this one column fixed, centered, with a header and a footer. Okay, on the right side, I'm going to choose, for my document type, I'm going to choose HTML5, not XHTML 1.0 transitional. So HTML5, and then create. Okay, so this is a template. What you see here is a template. Let's first of all save this page. File, save, and make sure you go to your right location. So my work is right here. Make sure everything you downloaded from D2L and this HTML file are in the same location. So this is my work inside of a penny black folder. I'm going to save this as index, obviously, because this is going to be the home page. So index.html, and then save. Okay? Now let me show you again what live does in the top left corner. If I hit split, you will see the code. So this whole thing is the HTML and the CSS. So the page, the head element includes all the CSS within one document. And when the CSS ends, you see the body element opens and it includes all the HTML. And so this code is creating this design. I want to show you what the live button does. If you click on this live button and then hit on inspect, what happens is that when you hover over parts of your design on the right side, it shows you where the code is for that. By now, gladly, you know what a paragraph is, what a div is, so this is not like a weird, obscure language for you. But if you want to be quick and, just by hovering, find where this word layout is in that whole page of code, you just hover over it, and on the left side, it will highlight layout for you, and apparently it's in an H2. It's a second level heading. If you're looking for this paragraph, you hover over it and it shows you that this is the P. So this is a powerful tool to keep in mind. Okay, I'm going to exit inspect just by clicking on it again, and then clicking on live again, and then click on design because I don't want to see the code for the moment. So now I have my work saved, and what I want to do is just show you how this looks on the browser. So if we go to File, Preview in Browser, and you can choose Safari or Firefox. I'm going to go ahead and choose Firefox, and this is our website. So our website is going to be based on this template. It's a fixed design. That's why when I scale the window down, it's not going to scale down with it. Okay. And there's a header, there's a footer, and so forth. So this is our page. I'll go back to Dreamweaver, and I'm going to go ahead now and start making my changes. Okay, so let's go ahead and start replacing this text with what we want to write. So I'm going to go to my folder and look under Content, and I have this Word document which I'm going to open. And this Word document is an already formatted page, which means that This title is an H1, this is an H2 already, so I think it's an H3. So it's already formatted, and all we need to do is just copy and paste. So let's go ahead and do that. So you see there's a home section, and then if you scroll down, there's an about section, and finally there's a contact section. So what we need for now is just copy everything that's under homepage, obviously without the word homepage. Copy it, and let's go ahead and paste special. So copy, Command C, and then go to Dreamweaver, select everything that's here from instructions till the closing of the parentheses. I held down the Shift key to select everything, and then go to Edit, Paste, Special. Okay, you want to select these two options, text with structure plus basic formatting, which means it's basically telling you, do you want to bring with you the existing formatting from your Word document, such as bolds and italics and so on? You say yes, that's why you click on this. Clean up word paragraph spacing, you click on that too, and then you say okay, and everything we have from the Word document got pasted here. Now let's go ahead and style this. So if we look at the properties panel, which is at the bottom, it says properties, right? We want to find this button called page properties, and then click on it. When we do so, the page properties panel opens, and on the left side we have these options. So we have appearance, which is CSS, appearance HTML, links, headings, and so forth. We will start with appearance CSS. So what we want to do is change this font. This is Verdana, and I want to change it to Arial and a different size and so forth. So as you can see here, it's just clicking buttons. You don't write the code. You don't say font family, Verdana, Arial, sans serif. You don't do that. It does it for you. You just press on buttons. So again, under appearance CSS, you want to change Verdana to Arial. So please select Arial, Helvetica, sans serif from that drop down. And then the size is not a percentage unit in this case. We will work enough with percentages when we work with a responsive website later on. So choose pixel, and then the size is going to be 14, so 14 pixels. The text color is a light gray CCC, and then you can hit, so you can use the hexadecimal, obviously CCC, CCC, or just say CCC. And then I hit the tab key, so it moved from this text field to the next one. The background color is going to be for 22600, which is a brown. And then I hit the tab key again. For the background image, we do have a background image, and it's in the images folder. So let's browse for it and find it. It's inside the images folder, and it's this BG rococo pattern.png. So click on that. It's an image that I styled, and then I removed the background, so it's this nice pattern that will happen. So open that, and then hit apply, and then just hit OK. Yeah, I forgot to choose repeat. If you don't hit repeat, it's going to repeat anyway by default, but if you want to, so you can choose repeat, hit apply, and then hit OK. So beautiful, right? In an instant, we made so many changes. Look at the background. We have the brown. On top of the brown, we have that nice darker brown pattern that's repeating. And then we have the font that changed to Arial, and so forth. And we can go ahead and preview again. So File, Preview in Browser, Firefox. It's going to ask us if we wish to save all the time. So by all means, save and then see your change.